My name is Pauline, and I have here Baby's First Bible. This book is little stories for little hearts. So we have pictures to illustrate each one of the stories that we're going to talk about. The first one is talking about a dark night. But God spoke to the night, "Let there be light," and all the world grew sunny and bright. God said, "I can create a man and also a woman as part of my plan." Abraham heard God's call, and though he felt small, he left his homeland to be father of all. Rebecca did her part. God knew she was smart. She gave the camels water and won Isaac's heart. Jacob went to sleep and dreamed very deep of angels coming up and down a stairway tall and steep. A coat of bright colors angered the brothers, for Jacob loved Joseph more than the others. Princess heard a cry in the river reeds nearby. She found the baby Moses and said, "He shall not die." "Moses, it is me." God said, "You will see why I chose to be the one to set my people free." Moses said, "Let's start. Now go with all your heart." And the people walked in wonder as God made the waters part. "Joshua, do not fear," said God, "for I am near. Jericho will tumble when your horns they hear." Samson was so strong when his hair was very long. God gave him victory when he fought against the throng. Samuel heard God's call when he was very small. Was it truly God's voice? It was, after all. When David was a boy, a harp was his toy. And when he cared for the sheep, he sang to God with joy. Goliath was a sight, a giant with great might. But God helped little David to beat him in a fight. Solomon was a king. God said, "Ask for anything." But Solomon said, "Wisdom is all that I'm wanting." Elijah needed bread. "I'll care for you," God said. God sent birds to bring him food, and Elijah was well fed. And then the New Testament, and I believe there's Jesus with a group of sheep, or maybe I should say a herd of sheep. This is beginning the New Testament. An angel said to Mary, "Fear not, just wait and see. You'll bear God's only Son, and blessed you will be." Late one starry night, there was a glorious sight. Jesus Christ was born on earth to share his holy light. His teachers were surprised. Young Jesus was so wise. When he was in his Father's house, he opened up their eyes. Down flew a dove, sent from above. When John baptized Jesus with the Father's love, Jesus said, "I'll keep and care for all my sheep. I'll lead them through the valleys and over mountains steep." Look how the flowers grow. They don't weave, they don't sew, yet they are so lovely. See how their colors glow. Jesus walked by the sea known as Galilee. Jesus called the fishermen, "Come and follow me." The host ran out of wine. Wedding guests stood in line. Then Jesus did a miracle, and everything was fine. As the boat crossed the sea, a wind blew frightfully. But when Jesus calmed the storm, his friends said, "Who is he?" Jesus heard his cries. "My daughter surely dies." Jesus found the girl and said, "Little one, arise." No food, the disciples said, but this crowd needs some bread. So Jesus did a miracle and everyone was fed. "Come and walk with me," Jesus called from the sea. Peter sank, and Jesus said, "You must walk faithfully." "Jesus, please help me," a man cried out his plea. Jesus touched the blind man's eyes, and now the man can see. "Let the children come. They are all welcome," Jesus said. "Be like a child to enter God's kingdom." Hail to the King, their praises did ring. As Jesus rode through the streets, they waved palms of green. "Be kind to others and love one another," said Jesus, to teach us to be sisters and brothers. Jesus said, "You see, this is meant to be. When you take the bread and wine, always think of me." Jesus knelt to pray, saying, "Take this cup away. But Father, let your will be done. Please do it your way." Even though we've sinned, Jesus is our friend. He gave his life for you and me, but that was not the end. In the tomb he lay until the third day, but Jesus rose from the dead. The stone was rolled away. The helper I will send, because I called you friends. I go to make a place for you, and I'll come back again. And that's the end of that little book. And this is to your mother and dad. Hold your little one close. Begin to hide God's word in your baby's heart. Enjoy the treasured times as you share these Bible stories with your child again and again.